Welcome to Until My Batteries Expire. Uh, it's almost midnight here in Metro Manila. Uh, and this, I guess you can say, is my first. This is my first live on this channel. And I guess you can say this is a face reveal. This counts as a face reveal video, perhaps of sorts. I previously have revealed my face in an interview with wrestler Dax Javiera. But this one you can see me here now. Anyway, congratulations if you're watching now. Thank you so much for your time. I decided to do this live video just for a couple of quick updates. First, I just finished attending Aidoru Raku. That is a music fest, a Japanese music fest composed of local performers, right? Local performers are all fans of J-pop, J-rock, and according to the organizer, it's the first of its kind where it doubles as where it's an actual J-rock, J-pop, uh, Japanese anime inspired music festival. I had a good time. I really had a good time there. A lot of energy at the event. So I'll be posting. I look to post stuff about that. Though I'll have to consider limitations such as copyright. Right. So I don't know. If I usually would post videos of performances, but this might. I'm trying to find a way to do this while complying with YouTube's copyright policies, because as you know, copyrighted music means that less revenue for the content, for the uploader, right, for the channel. Anyhow, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out in a couple of days. The other thing I want to bring up, well, does this mean that I will be doing full face, like videos like this? Probably. We'll have to see. This is something just came to me while I was heading home from Aidoru Raku, and I said, well, why not? Let's just do this, right? Let's just do this, see what happens next. Anyway, the other point, hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear to you folks watching. The other thing I wanted to bring up is something which happened in the realm of Southeast Asian professional wrestling. So, Set Up Thailand, they were holding a tournament for their top championship, and one of the participants in the tournament was injured and unable to unable to compete. So, the organization, was looking to find a replacement, and as a result, Jake De Leon, Mr. Philippine Wrestling, has been selected as a participant in the championship tournament. He will be competing next month in Thailand for that championship, right? Which is great. It is Jake De Leon has history with Set Up Thailand. Thailand's 24/7 championship was brought to the Philippines through his efforts. Basically, he became the first Philippine-born Set Up Thailand 24/7 champion by virtue of, well, having the title mailed to him from Thailand. Okay, and it was a very good run, really, for Jake and his then tag team partner Ken Warren. Both of them had Finland 24/7 championship. Anyway, I'm digressing a bit here. Jake De Leon is selected. He has history with Setup Thailand, and he's also arguably probably the best and most well-known competitor to come from the Philippines. He wrestled former New Japan IWGP heavyweight champion Zack Sabre Jr. to a draw. Unheard of. It's completely unheard of for a guy from for an indie wrestler from a third world country to be able to wrestle one of the top wrestlers in the world, compete with one of the top wrestlers in the world to a standstill, to a draw. He did it, and this Jake getting this opportunity from Setup Thailand. It could turn out well for him. He could become the first Philippine-born wrestler to hold the top championship of 3 different wrestling promotions. Right? He's been a former PWR champion. He's been a former MWF champion. So congrats to Jake. I hope he does well. I hope he wins. I hope he wins. That'll be a really interesting scenario. I was kind of thinking though, if it was a case where, this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. Philippine professional wrestling, these competitors. These opportunities are not easy, are hard to come by. Not many wrestlers from the Philippines get the opportunity to compete overseas. Being able to do that in and of itself is a huge achievement, considering how much experience and training Philippine wrestlers have. Just for a quick summary. Most promotions here in the Philippines can only run a show once a month, right? You can run a live event once a month. So it's not unusual for a wrestler to wrestle maybe 8 or 10 matches a year. And the thing is that the local promotions, for a long time, they were not able to run a show every month. And the lack of the scarcity of matches really does affect the growth of a wrestler here in the Philippines, because you need to wrestle more to get better, right? So I was wondering, this is a case where Jake, being such a high profile competitor from this country, he's earned that spot. He worked his butt off to get there. I'm hoping that throughout this year, more competitors from the Philippines get these opportunities to compete abroad. I would like to see Main Max get a shot. Right, Main Max, he is the current champion of Puso Wrestling. He's been competing for about as long as Jake De Leon has. They're both 10-year veterans. But I don't think he's ever wrestled overseas. Fairly recently, the Super Friends, Super P and El Catiponero, they wrestled overseas for the first time in Singapore. And that's a huge achievement. So I'm hoping more of these guys, more of these homegrown talents get the shot. But it's not. That's easier said than done. Because not all wrestlers in the Philippines have passports. Right? If you don't have a passport, they can't travel. So that's the thing. So a lot of the funds a wrestler here in the Philippines needs, for training, to maintain the quality of their gear, for nutrition. This includes stuff which people might not think about, like passports, documentation, in order for them to accept bookings abroad. So, I mean, the year's still young. It's just February, and there's a good chance we'll see more. There's a good chance that we will see other wrestlers from the Philippines get their first shot, get their first opportunity to wrestle abroad, especially if they have the necessary paperwork to do that. We'll see. Hopefully, Jake's coming in as an outsider for the tournament. I don't know. I have to check who are the other competitors already confirmed for this competition in Thailand. And hopefully Jake does his homework and checks these guys out, figure out what's the best game plan he can use for this opportunity. Anyway, enough about wrestling. Yeah, so we might see more. I think we'll see more of me posting, on camera, posting videos on camera, talking about the things I like to talk about, I like to discuss, like cosplay and pro wrestling. You see. Anyhow, thank you for your time. If you like my content, do hit the like and subscribe. See you around.